All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National League 2021, hosted by the Boston Tennis and Racket Club. At the receiving end, representing the Chicago team, we have Connor Medlow. At the serving end, representing the Tuxedo Club, Leon Smart. Best of 3 6-game sets, 1 juice and 40 all, full 5 all, juice and advantage, and third set, 3 games all. Leon Smart, serve, love, will play, have fun.
Good morning from the Tennis and Racket Club on Boylston Street in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. I am Ken Fortin, your commentator. I have a special guest this morning, the president of our club, Matt Mitchell.
Good morning, Ken.
How you doing, Matt?
Very good. It's breakfast at the TNR. It's much like breakfast at Wimbledon.
That's correct.
Except maybe.
Our show this morning is fueled by Dunkin'. If they want to send us a few gift cards, that'd be great. Oh, this morning, looks like we have Connor Medlow of the Chicago team playing against Leon Smart, Tuxedo. We have had a change in the format this year of National League. Not only are we playing all of the National League matches in 5 days, this being the third day of competition, but the order of play has changed. We're now doing the number 2 singles first, and then the doubles, and then the number 1 singles. So that's taken a bit of getting used to, but I think the players like it because nobody ever has to re-warm up. Sometimes the number 2 guy under the old format had to sort of get ready to play the doubles again. That was presenting some difficulty, I believe. Leon has been on a bit of a tear so far. Last night, Connor had a very difficult match against James Stout. Stout really cleaned his clock, and I'm sure he's looking for some low-level revenge this morning.
Well, it's good. Certainly good to see Leon back in Boston. He was a long-time pro here, and we always like to see him back.
Yeah, we have several alumni around. Even Camden Revere was here for a number of years.
Correct. We count him as our home team.
Yes,
Homer.
Cam is Cam seems like he's here more often than he's not in some capacity, and we love having him. So very tough corner shot there. Looks like Leon is continuing his dominance. Of course, his game has improved significantly over the years. If you can recall, I believe the first time he was ever here was the U.S. Open a number of years back, where Claire Fahey made her first appearance, and if I recall correctly, Leon went down to Claire, and he hung around for the whole tournament, and by the end of it, he had a job.
That is exactly correct. We took an opportunity, saw good talent, and had a discussion, and he stayed on.
Yep, he's got very serious about his game. I'm sure now that he is at Tuxedo with Tim, I think his goal now is to probably keep fit. I mean, I know that club really works a pro hard, between the lawn tennis lessons and the court tennis and squash. Oh my gosh, it's a very busy place.
No, I was speaking with Leon, and I had mentioned I was impressed with his fitness, particularly coming off of a long break, and he had mentioned that really at Tuxedo Club they've been very busy, and he's been very fortunate to be active, whereas some of the other city-based clubs, unfortunately during the past year were not as active.
Yeah. Well, you're the president of our club, Matt. I'm interested. What's been your experience during COVID at the TNR?
Well, it's certainly been an interesting experience. Obviously unexpected. I've been really surprised and humbled by the fact that the club itself has continued. I think I've been updating the membership frequently, and I would end my letters, particularly during times when the building was closed per government regulations, that the clubhouse may be closed, but the club continues. And that was certainly the case. We had for almost a better part of a year, closed by government order, and we had very few members leave. And that was really a testament to our membership recognizing that it was important to support our staff and ensure that there was revenue coming in. It also demonstrates that the club and these games that we play, it's more than simply recreation. It's a community that we've established. And I think that's been the clearest thing that has come out of this. And as we are emerging and we're able to host events like this and re-engage as a community directly, there's just a lot of positive. So in short, I'm looking as a lot of positives as we're moving forward. And really, this event has been great. A lot of excitement with the members, a lot of viewing. Very thankful for Ryan on being able to stream this, and we're looking forward to leveraging this event and getting back to normal TNR business.
We really thank Tony Hollins, our head pro, for putting in all the legwork to make this happen. I know I'm the U.S. Court Tennis Association treasurer, and I know he emailed me and messaged me to death about the finances for this, and rightly so. And he did such an excellent job, putting this all together and getting sponsorship. He was telling me that when he was trying to get the last 10 or 20% needed for the event, which of course is a great shot from Connor Medlow right there. Those shots much more difficult than you think from up court by the net.
Well, I can tell you that I don't think I've ever executed that shot. It is always straight into the net. So I do appreciate that.
Nick out. Yeah. Very, very tough. Very tough to do. Even I was watching a match. Rob Fahey was commenting, and a ball on the had come off the service side wall above the penthouse, was coming out out by the main wall, and of course with the net higher on the sides, if you want to bury it in the underneath the grill, you basically can't do it. You have to come up with something creative to do, and I think it was Steve Vergona was playing, and As soon as Rob saw the ball go up there, he said, "Oh no!" Steve came up and ripped it right into the net.
Well, I can tell you, even with my lack of skill, it's amazing how many times I can hit exactly the net cord with regularity. It's amazing on that shot.
I wish I had a nickel for every time my shot hit the tape and down it goes.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been we've been here at the club. We've been very excited for this tournament to finally make it. And I was watching the first match, and I have to tell you, it was it felt normal again to watch. I'll tell you, I got a little bit emotional watching these guys warm up. It was very strange, but to see these highly skilled professional athletes play the game that we love so much, it's really just a pleasure. And getting back to Tony's contributions here, really incredible. This was very early on. He was focused on getting an opportunity to bring all the pros together, and this has just been great. We've gotten lucky with sort of the trajectory of the pandemic. We had originally scheduled this for a little bit earlier in the year, and we're looking to create an NBA style bubble, close down the club and have all the pros here, which would have been very difficult logistically, and we were lucky that our regulations relaxed just a bit, that we're able to host this in a more relaxed format, which is great.
Yes, luckily all the players have been able to be vaccinated in all their various spots in the country, so really probably best that this event was postponed until May anyway.
Yeah.
Connor Medlow, and it's smart, putting on quite a display here.
I know. I was just saying we're droning on and on, but this is a great match.
Very nice shot from Leon.
Yeah.
Well, let's drone on some more. So to finish my thought on Tony and the generosity of this club,
good shot.
Tony was telling me that he sent around an email. I remember this email saying, any amount of
well done.
Any amount of support would be great. He asked people for $25, and he said he got a number of $250 donations after that. And I have to say, that's the sort of spirit of this club that I know very well. And obviously, this small game, depends very much on the enthusiasm of amateur players to continue into the 21st century in the healthy way that it has.
Well, no, it's absolutely. I mean, it's in a lot of respects, it's a very fragile game, right? You have very few courts, some access difficulty, and being shut down for a year can have a dramatic effect on the game. And I really do think hosting an event like this is critical to making sure that we have people who remain engaged in the game, and to make sure it's on a good foundation going forward. So really on a whole variety of levels, this has just been a really great opportunity, and we've been very privileged to be in the position to host this.
Indeed. Well, Connor's trying to stop the bleeding here. Leon's got game ball again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Game to server. 4 games to 1.
Mr. Medlow cannot be happy about that.
Yeah. the Boston court has its peculiarities, a bit bouncy and slow and an interesting tambour. I know Leon's had a lot of experience and is, I think, taking advantage of that here a bit.
No strokes, one chase.
This can be such a frustrating game. Seems like the ball goes in
15 up.
places it's just not meant to be, and having to dig it out is not so easy. But you watch and see what's possible when you. Very nice shots.
Worse than 1 yard.
Worse than one.
15 lap.
Great chase by Connor Medlow there. You see what's possible when you watch these fellows play, and frankly, it's a little embarrassing as a sort of weakish amateur. Watch balls go in those corners. And
well, what's great about this, watching the games at this level, is that as an amateur, and as you play, you get to play. You understand the strategy, and you understand the game. The issue becomes on execution, and I might be able to see what the proper shot is, but very few times I can execute, and it's very interesting for to see these guys be able to play the chess match and execute, have the athleticism to execute, and the game is played as it should be.
True enough. Well, let's check out the chat. We have a couple viewers dialing in. We have Ezekiel Silverstein.
My cousin.
Exactly. He says he can't get over how epic the National League introduction is. Nor can I, and I've seen it a number of times, having commented on 5 of the 4 sets of matches so far. Dave Christensen, great tuxedo guy, says, "Go Leon." Well, it looks like Dave's encouragement is helping, because
40-15,
Leon is all but running away with this. Let's see if
better than 1 yard.
Let's see if Connor can beat this very difficult chase to take this game.
Vote.
Let's gonna get another look at that. Whoopsie. Maybe the nerves are getting to him. It was a little wild.
Yeah.
Where are we going? All right now.
That's a very good shot.
It's not a shot you see at the amateur level too much. The boast for last gallery. But it's not as though there are a lot of ace shots at this level. I was lucky enough to have Barney Tanfield with me for some of yesterday, and he said wisely that you keep the point going and you try to just force your opponent into hitting a loose ball, and
chase off.
And that's really it. And then you have to think, what am I going to do to capitalize on this?
Well, it's
there he goes. Connor's got to feel good about that.
Yeah.
2-4 now.
Yeah, good serve.
Just to recap, I'm Ken Fortin, your commentator. I'm here with Tennis and Racket Club President Matt Mitchell. And your marker today is John Lumley. Even for marking, his hair is like the werewolf of London. Perfect.
Votes.
A definitive call.
That's right. Well, it is a tough.
Chase, worse than 6 yards.
It is tough sometimes when
15
you
on serve leads, one chase.
when you play if you don't have an active enough marker, especially in close calls. You want to hear it. I have to say one of the loudest fault callers in my memory is our old head pro Jimmy Burke.
Yes.
He loved to scream fault. Second favorite thing to scream was out. Out!
Great shot. It's a good volley.
He's got Connor on the run. It's so hard to get that ball when you're still running by the time your racket is near it.
Chase better than 3 yards. 2 chases. 30.
Leon's service returns have been, a cut above today.
Yes, I think actually when he was here, in taking some lessons with him, that was a shot that he really focused on the amateur level, to be able to service return and to use that offensively. His suggestion was, particularly at the amateur level, the strategy on the service side may be lacking, and you would be able to take advantage of that. So he spent a lot of time, focusing on the lessons on that, and particularly that volley.
Yep, he must be melding pretty well with Tim Chisholm. Tim used to, of course, say that all the time. The service return in court tennis is the first opportunity for an offensive shot. And, I guess you could debate that, but it makes very good sense to me. Of course, at this level, you see an ace in a match, if you're lucky, 2 or 3 times. The serves are just usually not tight enough to do that. We've seen.
Chase, 4 and 5. Game to service.
Oh
5
my.
games to 2. First set.
It's do or die in this set for Connor Medlow.
15 up.
There's a little bit of a bow on the penthouse here in Boston, and it can wreak a little havoc on the serves if you're not used to it.
Where is that, Matt?
Right above winning gallery. So it's ever very slight, but Jimmy Burke used to tell me about in terms of that bobble, which he was very much a proponent of, mainly because he thought I couldn't execute on any other shot. So he had recommended that I focus on that. But there's a little part of that penthouse roof that has an ever so slightly bow that will
15 serve leads, 1 chase.
can give the odd bounce, and I think Connor unfortunately was
a well executed bobble at all but the highest levels is just a surprisingly effective serve. When you watch it, it looks like absolutely nothing. You're just sort of, rolling the ball on this penthouse. It looks preposterous. Like that's a good serve. And I tell you, if you have it dialed in, especially if you get it to kind of flip flop around, you don't know if it's gonna
40-15.
It's going to hit the edge of the penthouse on the way down. Oh,
So
so frustrating.
when I first started playing, my mother's a librarian and is often sending me books. And when I first started playing, she sent me a copy of Pierre Etchebaster's book.
Well, congratulations to Leon Smart there.
Yeah.
Just took the first set. And as is our custom in this game, move right on to the next set as though
Continuous play.
nothing happened. Oh, almost out of the air. Sorry, back to your mom, the librarian.
There's a section of Etchebaster's book which discusses the various serves. And I read that book, and I came out and took a lesson with Jimmy, and we played a couple games.
Wow.
And I started the match by serving 8 different types of serve, which he then stopped me in the middle of it, asked me what I was trying to accomplish, and but that's one of the fun things about the game.
Yeah, I've read something like 50 serves in this game.
Yes.
I'd say they sort of fall into some general families, and old pros like Chris Ronaldson sort of go on at length about varieties of serve, and I think they believe there's not really quite enough attention paid to serve. And when you read about some of these world championships before the Fahey era and the method that we use now every 2 years, the service strategy was a huge part of the of those world championships from what's been represented to me. And it's interesting because I don't get the impression that plays as large a role anymore. Although you watch certain
Chase is worse than the door.
You watch certain tournaments, and it's clear that the players have figured out that a high sidewall is going to work, or something like that. I know in Hobart, high sidewall seems to be a popular serve.
It seemed to me that some of the last few matches we had, actually the sort of last match before we shut down was our final eliminator. And I noticed there was a sort of a consistency in serve, and actually asked Cam about that, because he essentially had served the same serve for majority of the points. And his suggestion was he was looking to limit the responses to things they knew he could get.
Right.
And
yep, he was. I believe in that match, he was hitting a lot of high sidewall serves. Obviously, trying to dictate return to the what's normally the backhand corner, but for Camden, of course, is the forehand corner.
Right.
Well, while we're waiting for some balls, let's check in on the chat. Love to hear from abroad if anybody is if anybody's listening in. It looks like we have 33 viewers right now. Hello to all 33 of you. Dave Christensen comments, Lumley is always a crowd favorite. No disputing that. We love us some Lummers. So Connor Medlow, another product of the Seacourt juggernaut, from what I understand. Leon Smart, I believe, had a
First game of second set, 1-love.
college scholarship in the United States to play lawn tennis,
That's right.
and completed that, and then learned how to play real tennis at Middlesex. Is that
At
correct?
Middlesex, yeah.
Yeah.
So Leon had an outstanding
15
lawn
love.
tennis career. He is from Essex, UK, and had a very accomplished lawn tennis career. Leveraged that into coming to the U.S. And had a very accomplished college career, and went back to the UK. Was enrolled in Middlesex and took up the game there, and really, we caught him at the very early part of his career and introduction to court tennis, but obviously has a lot of natural racket talent, and is fast, sees the court, and I've just been impressed watching him this week. I think his play is just increased dramatically, and I think he also has a desire to move up the ranks.
Yep. It's funny how this sport, bear with me for a second on my theory here, it doesn't seem to really favor any particular kind of body type or height or, handedness or, you have these really tall players with, amazing wingspans like, Barney Tanfield. And then, you have a much smaller person in, Leon Smart, or, even Camden is not so tall or, a long reach, but certainly fitness is key, no matter what your body type is like, because this game is just so brutal on the body.
It's interesting. I think you're absolutely right. When you're looking at professional lawn tennis right now, there's a certain type of athleticism that seems to be dominating the play. Players are getting taller, serves are getting faster, and that's part of the game. And that's we don't necessarily see that here. I do think there is a level of athleticism that is almost an equalizer, and I see at this level, it's not really a question of these are all great athletes and great rackets players. It comes down to strategy and how you can dictate strategy, and that's what's interesting to me, because I just can't, as an amateur, I can't execute as these guys can, and it is by proxy, it is good to see how the game should be played.
Yes, I can barely think of the right thing to do,
Yes.
let alone actually try to get my body to do it.
We got advantage to
Well,
serve.
it looks like Connor Medlow's
better than 3 yards.
staging a bit of a comeback. Obviously, Leon's at an advantage right now. Let's see what happens.
Vote!
Second serve.
Lost the chase, top 5.
Trying to hit that hard post.
1 game all.
Connor is sad to have lost that. Turning like a good lefty does. Oh, bringing the heat.
15 love.
Bringing the heat. Leon recently married. I was telling the folks yesterday that he moved. He bought a house in Westwood, New Jersey. That's literally right around the block from my in-laws' house,
Interesting.
where my wife grew up. And I thought that was just hilarious. I didn't really appreciate how close they were to Tuxedo Park in Bergen County is where they were. But Tim invited me to drop by and play at Tuxedo. I think it was like one Thanksgiving. And any opportunity I had to get out of the in-laws' house during the Thanksgiving holiday was fine with me.
Well done.
And I drove over, and I'm not even sure it took me 20 minutes to get there. It was incredible.
Yeah, it is. Tuxedo has. You think of it as an island, and but it's closer than you think. So I think he's finding a little bit of a footing here. It's interesting. This is at the stage of the match when I play, where I've won the first set, and my opponent is starting to find their feet, and I just realize it's not going to work out for me.
Yep. I mean, honestly, after you've lost the first set, it's just so much better if you can just put that out of your head, because at that point, obviously, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know. The question is, can you win the set you're playing now? And this game, all these racket games, but especially this and lawn tennis, oh my gosh, it's just so mental. So many books written on the mental aspects of tennis, and it's almost. Connor doing a little lawn tennis grunting there.
Well done.
Good
great get.
D. What a point this is.
Well done.
Just caught the tambour. Excellent point. Connor Medlow pulling ahead. It's got to make him feel good.
Yeah, it's certainly momentum is such a.
Oh my gosh.
Oh well.
There we go.
Point.
After that incredible return by Leon.
I'll have to see the replay of that one, but
Connor just says thank you, but I'll have that point. Oh, very nice
Yes.
railroad there. Oh,
30, love.
this might be getting to Leon. Oh, now it's really.
40, love.
Yep. Is he going to give him another loose one on purpose? Let's see how angry he gets. Oh, there we go. Hazard.
Hazard.
Hazard one.
Hazard worse than second.
Worse than second. Oh my gosh. Get those glasses changed.
What was it? Thank you. Trying to get an extra yard there, mate.
Well, luckily, I have the benefit of
the receiver leads. We got Hazard better than 2 yards. Hazard.
Let's see if Medlow can widen the gap here.
Ball!
Oh. And he gallery takes. Oh, double fault.
Game to receiver. 3 games to 1.
Oh. I don't know for sure, but I think Leon is seething inside after that.
Oh, but a great shot there.
Excellent
15
shot.
up.
Our good friend Camden Revere, when he was a assistant pro at the Tennis and Racket Club, told me once, never, ever, 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 ever double fault. He said, well, that's really great advice, thanks. It's my goal every point, not to double fault. But if I think about it too much, I definitely will. Ooh, good D there. Headed straight for that date on. Oh, come on now.
15
That ball came deep into the date on, almost clipping the ambassador. Temple Grassy. Here watching our boys play.
30-15.
Supporters of this National League in the last minute change were able to attend if they're vaccinated and masked. We've only had a few watchers. Paul Bolster's been around quite a bit, but I know he's left town.
Better than second gallery, 2 chases.
Go visit his grandkids.
Yeah.
I believe he's got. Does he? Both his kids have kids? No, just his son. I can never remember. God bless Paul. All right, obviously I'm having a breakdown now. Let's see. What do we got? Hammer time coming in. That's Mr. Cipriano, I believe. Interesting strategy going with the double fault. Ouch. Only
30-15 server leads, first chase is better than 2 yards.
Oh, God. Ryan replies with thinking outside the service box. Lots of good tennis humor.
40-15,
And not so good tennis humor.
Second gallery.
Connor has found his way, I think. Oh, excellent down the
Oh, what a
line.
great shot.
Come on.
Game to server. 4 games to 1, second set.
4-1. 4-1. At this point,
15 up.
uh-oh. At this point, you have to ask yourself, does Leon just play it out and see what happens? Nope. It looks like he has possibly started thinking about the third set already. Oh, so close to that grill.
Great shot.
Nice work.
15-30.
Hits the perspex in the date-on. There was a time where our video genius and king of all media, Ryan Carey, used to keep a camera behind there. He said that the plastic got hit so much that it would dislodge the camera every time. It's not quite taut enough to stop that. So now he's got a variety of cameras in the nude around the court. The other morning he was running a cable all the way from Carey's corner in the forehand corner of the date-on, all the way around to the grill. Wireless is notoriously difficult at the TNR with all these brick walls, and there's a torturous history of wireless mic attempts, and oh my gosh, it was very difficult. And it's funny these days when there's so much wireless around, when you ask someone, I would like to, you know, I'd like a system that is wired. And they just look at you like
They don't know what to do.
it's not 2000, man. You know, and all I gotta say is, you know,
Chase 2 and 3.
the wire doesn't lie.
40-31 Chase.
Chase 2 and 3. Connor Medlow up 40-30. He's got to be feeling pretty good, but as you know, your confidence can be shattered in 1 or 2 points in court tennis.
2 and 3. To the server. Chase is 2 and 3.
Let's see what Leon's got. Oh,
Chase for worse than 6.
Great serve.
Game to the server. He leads 5 games to 1.
Connor Medlow.
Oh!
It's funny. First few times that I saw Connor Medlow, he had a very thick beard, and then the next few times I saw him at events or on video streaming things, I thought, who is that person? And I realized that's him, just with no beard.
I have to say, Ken, our viewers can't see it, but I'm enjoying your facial hair
Yeah, I have.
expression.
I have about 6 weeks of beard going. It's definitely my best attempt ever. I actually have what could pass as a, you know, the mustache of a 16-year-old boy right now. Ooh, there we go. The question is, once Connor wins this set, can Leon then turn it back on? Because as you may have gathered if you've been watching, the format for National League is best of 3, but 3 all in the third.
Yeah, so it's a short final match.
Which, you know, we're used to in the amateur world when you go to tournaments, if you're even lucky enough to play full sets in that, you know, 8 or 10 game pro set. That third set can poof. Could be 3 minutes long if you're not lucky. If you're if you're not lucky.
If you're not lucky.
What am I talking about? There we go.
Okay, wow.
Here we are, 3-all.
Third and final set, starting at 3 games all.
Looks like the fellas are taking a quick towel and a bit of water. You can believe it, Ryan, while he is televising this match, is also updating Twitter, posting photos. He's a virtual octopus over there. What do you think these fellows are saying to themselves right now?
That is difficult. I know what I would be telling myself.
My legs hurt. That's what I would be saying.
Thank you.
In?
Hazard 1 and 2, no strokes.
Oh, that was a hazard. Jammed up right in the corner there. Get a grill, I believe you have to hit the back of the grill.
you've seen a number of
Oh, very tough.
15 up.
You've seen a number of shots on the shelf there in the grill over the course of the past couple days.
I believe you're correct.
A number of also shots in last gallery here, right against that wall, which I've heard referred to as the Basque tambour.
Oh. Chase, worse than 5
It's
yards.
funny, I feel like I must have some sort of psychic connection with the Basque region, because some of you may know in my life before I was a lawyer and a judge, I was a Jesuit, and the founder of the Jesuits was St. Ignatius Loyola, who was a Basque. And then later on in life, after all that, I find this game, and one of the best players in the history of the game was a Basque,
15 up.
and popular game in that region. I feel like I need to make a pilgrimage at some point.
It's a beautiful part of the world. I've been lucky enough to be there. Unfortunately, before I had played or learned about court tennis. So.
Really?
Yeah, I was there after college, traveling around.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I'm intrigued by the all the eating clubs there. The these groups of mostly ginger defense right. Oh my lord!
Yeah, you can
Look at Connor Medlow's defense of that corner.
Yeah, both of them have tightened up here, and this is really good play. Wow, what a great shot.
Better than 2 yards. 30-15 receiver, 1 chase.
Cipriano says he's betting Medlow to win the third. I don't know if there are any side bets going on. It's anybody's match at this point. Oh, that's going to be tough. Oh, nice work.
Chase the last gallery. 2 chases, 30-15.
I'm sure Connor feels just fine with that outcome. I've heard some pros say before that the crowd likes to applaud winning galleries and grills and date-ons, but sometimes you're playing singles and you're in like a 20-30 shot rally, and the ball ends by going in the last gallery, and you just think, that's one of the best points I've ever played, and no reaction at all.
Bolts.
Sometimes last gallery is just a merciful end to brutal
Chase
point.
off, fell better than 2. Last 30-15 serve, chase the last gallery.
Chase off there.
Yes, mate.
Let's see if Leon's gonna. Oh, that's a great. Oh, look at that, Connor.
Oh.
Come on, cheeky.
14,
Look at
15.
that.
Yeah, what a great shot. What a tough angle.
Yep. Connor's continuing his a strong performance. Oh, Leon, come on. Look at that.
Thank you, Hazard. Worse.
God, another grill edge. Come on, what is going on? Who degreased the grill? Connor Medlow continuing his streak here.
40-15 to the receiver. We got Hazard worse than the door. Hazard.
Very tough chase to defend for Leon. He's going to serve nice and tight.
Oh, what a great serve. Wow, to come up. That's a good time for that to come up.
That's his retort to the double fault of earlier. Fantastic service return.
4 games to 3. Final set.
All right, folks.
Vote.
Very close.
No.
15 love.
Okay.
Love.
The mental side of this is showing itself.
Another good serve that he's
15,
getting.
30.
Perhaps on both sides.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
A little fist bump from Leon.
30-0.
It's interesting all the different ways you can say come on in this game.
Vote.
You know, obviously this is meaningful for both players. So, you know, it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah.
Good to see the fire.
Chase better than 2 yards.
Oh, my gosh.
That is such a
Goes
tough
30-0,
shot.
one
That
chase.
looks.
Time.
That looked very casual.
Neither one of them seems the least bit winded. That's what.
It's amazing.
Just
the
incredible
level of
to me.
fitness. Yeah.
I can. I can recall watching the U.S. amateur doubles here one year, and Jeremy Winterstein and Matt Porter just edged out Lex Myron and Alexis Hombrecker.
Yes, I remember that.
And I remember, I think I could see Jeremy's one leg wobbling as he was standing there during the fifth set. I think if I'm forced to play 5 sets of court tennis, I'm going to file a complaint with the UN.
Out of court.
Unlucky.
Game to receiver. 4 games
4-0.
all.
Oh my. Again, anybody's match at this point.
Vote.
It's a real seesaw out there.
Wow. 15 up.
So hard to figure what to do with that serve.
Love.
Come on. Tough to maintain your aggression when you're.
Oh, well done.
That ball was just loose enough for
Yeah.
Connor to make some hay with it. Definitely had a. Takes the hazard.
Better than 1 yard. Put it up, one chase.
That takes discipline. I would have difficulty not returning that one.
Yes. Well, he's down 40 love,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he's having visions of
Well, I'll get back on the service side and
trying to hit a decent shot and flubbing it a little bit, and then being completely out of position for the return.
yeah. I mean, that's sort of my general strategy with that shot. I usually take the hazard and either put it into the net or hit a poor shot. So
I figure any chase beyond about 6, maybe last gallery for me. We'll just leave that, because if I dart up there to actually hit the ball,
I'm not getting back. Yeah, I agree.
for certain,
Got hazard better than 1 yard. Hazard.
my opponent will hit a chase at least 2 and 3. No question. It's just take the long chase.
Oh, well done.
Game to receiver. It's 5 games to 4. Chase nearly a yard worse than last
Michael
gallery.
Woods joining us.
No strokes, 1 chase.
Oh.
15 love.
So close.
Chase the door. 2 chases, 15 love.
Just not too many odd shots in lawn tennis, unlike this game. Every once in a while, you see a shot that goes around the net in lawn tennis, and everybody explodes.
Everyone
It's
explodes,
like
and
the
that's
most
it.
amazing thing ever.
15 love.
It's like here, shot
First chase is nearly a yard worse than the last gallery.
shot could hit 5 different surfaces and ricochet right into your foot, and it's just another day out here.
The bandies of fortune. Oh, well done.
Oh my lord.
It's amazing, just a little bit of a loose shot, and these guys can just execute.
2 points away. Does he have the nerve to do it?
Hmm.
15-30.
Perhaps a bit too measured there. Nope.
Has it worse than second gallery. 30-15 serve leaves 1 chase.
Leon's happy to take that hazard and get the serve back.
Chase worse than 1 yard.
Oof. Tough to leave a hazard at this point in the match, though. Hazard's difficult to defend. He's down 30-15. I'd say the percentage is he's going to lose that hazard chase, but then probably win the worse than one. We'll see. That would leave them at 40-30.
30-15 to the receiver. First chase is hazard worse than second gallery. Hazard.
That was
Great shot from Connor
40-15,
there.
Receiver chase worse than 1 yard.
He's got to serve this one tight. No? He's going for the sidewall.
Oh,
A little more focus. Is he going to do it again? Nope. Bobble.
well left.
Game, set,
Did it hit him?
Oh,
Oh no!
but,
6-1, 6-4.
Oh
that's
no!
unfortunate. But a great match. Very impressed with Connor's play.
Connor came back after a pretty disastrous first set there.
Yeah, I mean, that is. I think that's very difficult to do. I mean, I am after losing a first set, there is no shot at me coming back, and
Yeah.
so that was a good match. Well played around.
Yeah, you have to. It's tough to gut it out sometimes. All right, this has been Ken Fortin, your commentator, with special guest Matt Mitchell. We'll be back in the double.